On number 75. Before we even start 75, there is some good news to tell you. You can for sure cross off the following problems. Some we've even actually already gone over. Let's scroll back to number 45. I thought 45 was not that hard, but I know that my department, we have eliminated 45. 45 is definitely not going to have a friend on the semester exam. So 45 is out. Another number that's out is 59. So if you're looking past 45, 50, 51, 57, 58.
I think we already
We've even already answered it, but it's out. 59. 59 and 60 are both out. Now, why? I don't know. Do you need to understand matrices and how to multiply? Absolutely. But for some reason, 59 and 60, we have deemed them not cool enough to make the exam. Or to have a friend that makes the exam. The last one that we're going to eliminate that we've already discussed, there are more we're going to eliminate, but that we've already discussed, is 62. Which you and I figured it out because we changed the directions. But again, there's not going to be one on the exam that had the original directions of evaluate using diagonals because we've not done a 3x3 with diagonals. So 62 is out. So it was 45, 59, 60, and 62. They're out. Okay, and then you're like, that's great, Ms. Compton, except we're only on like 70 something and there's 124. And that's not necessarily true for us. There are quite a few at the end we're going to say goodbye to. So, let's go ahead and cross those off. I'm actually going to start on the back. We're not working any number above 95 except for 113. So I'm not doing 124, 123, 122, 121, 120. That entire back page I've crossed off. It's gone. The entire very back page of the packet with 120 to 124, it's out. Okay, not only is it out, but the page before it, which had 114 to 119 is also out. We are not doing 119, 118, 117, 116, 115, 114. We're not doing any of those either. Okay, so really that entire last page, when you don't tear it off now, because I'm going to look to make sure you marked it off. You know, it's a grade of did you do what I did? We're going to look at that. But when our chair goes home to study, if he wants to just tear off the entire back page, that would be understandable. Okay, we are going to do 113. But we're not going to do any of the others on that page. So 111, 112, 110, 109, you're all out. Since we're going to do 113, might as well go ahead and get them out of the way. It says m squared plus 9m plus 14, and they want me to factor it completely.
Is it B?
It is B, and you can have a point. M plus 7, m plus 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 7 plus 2 is 9, so the answer to 113 is B. Okay, but otherwise we're not doing any others on that page. So let's go to the page before that has 108 and its friends. Oh wait, we're not doing 106, 107, or 108. 106, 107, 108, they're all gone. So really everything on the last two pages except 113 is out. And then there's still more good news. We're still crossing off stuff. 101 through 105, they're gone. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Now, if you wanted me to tell you the truth, it's that we thought we'd be a little further and have more of chapter 5 done. So a lot of these questions are from chapter 5. So will they eventually be things you can answer? Yes. But at this exact moment before we take our exam, no. So we gotta let them go like Elsa. Okay. Not 101. Flip to the page before that. We're not doing 95 through 100. So 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. You're all out too. We are on a roll. So we thought we had so many left to do, and we're on 70 something, and we're only going through 90 something. So suddenly this is completely feasible. Totally feasible. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the page before that. 89 through 94. Oh, sad day. We're not crossing any more out. We're going all the way until 94. 94 is going to be pretty much where it stops. I would probably write a note besides 94 and say number 113 because we stop at 94 and the only other problem we do is 114. I mean 113. Okay, I'm not going to keep working in reverse. I'm going to go to where we left off yesterday of 70 something. But we seriously are going to stop when we hit 94. 75. Thank you, Arthur. Sure. Okay. We are on 75, which is dealing with complex numbers. It says if I squared is -1, then what is the value of I to the 32? Do you want to know the answer to 75? It is 6. It is B. It is B. Now, I told you that I think of I to the 4, because I remember I to the 4 is 1. Miss Brister had that cute little reminder. It was I squared, I to the 3rd, I to the 4th. And if you were trying to remember them, it was I, 1, but the two middles are both negative. Now, do you actually have to remember that? No, I don't know. I to the 4th being 1 just always stuck with me. So I would have thought of this problem as I to the 4th raised to the 8th, because 4 times 8 is 32. Well, I know I to the 4th, that's 1, so I really have 1 to the 8th, which is really just 1, hence why the answer is B. However, other people aren't like me. Can you believe they think differently than me? God. They use I squared, the fact that I squared is -1, so they would have said this is I squared to the 16. So it's -1 to the 16, but they still would have gotten the same answer. I'm a 4 person. Out of the 4 is my friend. But you do what you need to do in order to understand I. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, 76. Our next one, again, going to deal with I. I've got to solve this equation. 5x squared plus 100 equal to 0. What's the first thing I could do? I could. So 5x squared equals -100. And you know what? That's what I was going to do. I was going to pull out a GCF to begin with. But I mean, I can do it this way too. I'm still going to divide by 5, so I'm still pulling out 5. So I get x squared equals negative what? Yeah, it's 20. And then I know you guessed an answer. Say it again. No. Okay, so I've got -20.
Divide them both by square root.
I need to take the square root of both sides. So I've got x equals the square root of -20. I'm not going to leave it like that, am I? No. So I know it's got to deal with. So the answers are terrible. Shouldn't they have I's? Oh, they do have I's. So it's either going to be C or D, because A and B are missing the I's. So I know it's square root of 20I. It is, and why is it C? And every group can have a point. Why is it C? Yes, because 4 times 5 is 20. I know 4 times 5 is 20. So I know it's really 2 square root of 5I. And of course, we still have the option of it could be a positive or negative. I should have written that way back at the beginning. Okay, what are we supposed to do on 77? It says 5 plus 2I times 1 plus 3i, 6 get a point. I'm just gonna fancy distribution called FOIL. So first, 5 times 1 is 5. Outer plus 15i. Inner plus 2i. Last plus 6i squared. If I combine those two like terms, I've got 5 plus 17i plus 6i squared. There's one more thing I need to do. What is I squared? 6 get another point. So it's really negative 1. So 5 plus 17i plus 6 times negative 1. So I really have 5 minus 6. So what should my final answer be? Yes, Seth get a point. Okay, so I really have this. 5 minus 6 is negative 1, so I have negative 1 plus 17i, so the answer is C. There is a dumb answer on number 77 that you shouldn't have picked. It does not match the others. Do not pick B. Okay, let's go on to 78. Yay, more with I. How you love I. 78, you said what, Hunter? Did you say an answer? Okay. 78. Now, this is what happened yesterday on your math workshop test. I guess you just love foiling so much that suddenly a problem that's not a FOIL problem, you FOIL it anyway. You see that minus sign in between? It's not a FOIL problem then.
It means that
You subtract, but many people on the test, there was one problem with a minus, there was one problem with a plus, and a lot of people did FOIL anyway. Why? I don't know. Okay, so 15 minus negative 1 is really going to be 16.
is it A?
You can have a point. And then negative 13 minus 17 is going to be a negative 30i. So he is correct. It is going to end up being A. You had 15 minus a negative 1. That's how we got the 16. We had negative 13 minus negative 13i minus 17i. That's how we ended up with the minus 30i. Now notice if you had made a sign error, like maybe you had still done 17 minus 13 and gotten 4, the answer choice was available. The dumb answer would have been D. It's the only one with no i's. I'm willing to get 2 points on 79 if you can tell me how I'm supposed to solve this. You multiply by the blank. What is the blank? It's not called the reciprocal. Well, but it's not the denominator. You multiply by that, it starts with a C. Oh, God. Can someone just tell me, forget the vocab term, what am I supposed to multiply by on the top and bottom? 2. There's a 3i, yes. Kelsey was right about that part, but is it a minus? I know, Kelsey said this earlier, but Kelsey, is it a minus in between?
No.
It's the opposite side, and when that happens, it's called the conjugate. Conjugate. We multiply by the conjugate. Okay, so we're multiplying by the conjugate, which if you at least did this part on your test and on this question, I gave you all your points. We're supposed to actually FOIL the top and the bottom. So I've got to do 1 plus 2i times 2 plus 3i. I've got to FOIL that out. And I've got to FOIL out 2 minus 3i and 2 plus 3i. But that one's going to end up being beautiful. It's beautiful on purpose. That's why we multiplied by the conjugate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the denominator first since it ends up being so pretty. First is 4. Outer plus 6i. Inner minus 6i. Last minus 9i squared. Well, plus 6i minus 6i, they cancel out. So I really just have 4 minus 9, but I know what I squared is. I squared is, okay, it is negative 1. So really in the denominator I should have what number? Okay, 16th point. 4 plus 9, a negative times a negative positive. So I have 4 plus 9, which is 13. So I haven't even actually finished working the problem, and I already know what the answer is.
Yep.
Do you know what the answer is?
D.
Every group can have a point. The answer is D. Now, should I continue to work it through because I'm a good math student and I need to show you how to do it? Absolutely. But if you can realize something's the answer, might as well stop. Okay, first in the top would be a 2. Outer would be a plus 3i. Inner would be a plus 4i. Last would be a plus 6i squared. So I've really got 2 plus 7i minus 6, because again, I squared is negative 1. So I understand really this is a minus 6. So I've got negative 4 plus 7i. And if you broke them apart, oh look, negative 4 over 13 plus 7 over 13i. Hey, that is answer choice C. We're not completely crazy today. I have such good news for you. Looking at my key, guess what? We also decided number 80 wasn't good enough. You can cross 80 off. I know you saw words and stopped anyway, so lucky you. We don't actually have to know those words. Okay, 81, there is a sign error we need to fix. Why is there? Tell me why I need to fix something on 81. Someone be smart, connect the dots. What's wrong with 81 as it is? Look at the answer choices. What's wrong with the answer choices as it is? 2 of A and D are the same. 6 get a point. A and D are the exact same right now. So we've got to change D to a plus. Otherwise, what is life? They can't have 2 of the exact same answer choices. Okay, so we had 4 minus 2i. 7 plus 3i. She can hear you. She just hears Kelsey better. She multiplies by the conjugate on the top and the bottom. And she's going to FOIL in order to get the right answer. So if I'm FOILing in the bottom, I'm telling you the bottom tends to be easier when it's this kind of a problem. I've got 49 minus 21i plus 21i. I'm not even going to write it down. I know the outer and inner cancel out. And then last, I've got minus 9i squared. But hey, I squared is negative 1. So really I have 49 plus 9, which is, yes, 6, get another point, 58. Now, sadly, from here, I can't guess the answer, because all the answer choices have a denominator of 29. Bummer. So I'm really going to have to FOIL in the numerator. So first, 28, outer, minus 12i, inner, minus 14i, and last, plus 6i squared. And I'm running out of room. Running out of room in my life. So I'm going to have to write it down over here. I know it's something over 58. Darn tiny boxes. So let's see. 28 minus 12 minus 14 is minus 26i. And then 6i squared is really a minus 6. So I get 22 minus 26i over 58. Oh no, that is not any of the answer choices.
I don't know.
What am I going to do?
Divide.
Arturo gets 2 points.
Oh my goodness.
Notice the top and the bottom are both divisible by 2. 58 divided by 2 is 29. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 26 divided by 2 is 13. So it's really 11 minus 13 over 29.
It's A.
So it has to be A. Has to be A.
Oh Lord. Let's see what I got that one.
Oh, and you should be so mad. You should be so mad right now. So you're happy because that's the last complex number problem. And then you read 82, and guess what? They are tricking you into completing the square, your favorite way of solving quadratics. Okay, so your problem was x squared minus 18x equals negative 106. When we complete the square, what were we supposed to remember? Divide the middle by 2 and yes, 60 another point. Alonda, you're on my nerves. Okay, I just know. I just know. I do my squiggles, and Hunter is right. I divide the middle by 2, so I'm going to put x minus 9, because negative 18 divided by 2, negative 9. What's negative 9 squared? Say it again, Edward. Yes, you get a point. I don't know what's negative 106 plus 81. I don't know.
I feel like the answer A.
It would have been, except for we have negative 25. So it can't be A.
See?
Okay. Well, Seth said we're gonna give it to him. You did say it. Let's give it. You know what? I'll give it to 1, 4, and 2. If we take the square root of both sides, we had x minus 9 equals the square root of negative 25. Hey, wait, that's really plus or minus 5i. So he is, or they are all correct. It is C. Ah, they tricked you. Okay, they want us to find the exact solution to 2x squared equal to 5x minus 1 by using the quadratic formula. What's my A, B, and C for the quadratic formula?
2,
And what's my B?
5,
And my C?
1.
Why is he wrong?
Oh Lord.
Before I get the point, okay, Seth is in such a hurry. He's really related to me sometimes, I swear. He did not put it in standard form first. If you don't move everybody over and put it in standard form, how do you really know who's the A, who's the B, and who's the C? You don't. You gotta put it in standard form. Okay, so you know what? I'll give you a hot second. We'll see if you can get the answer. Actually, can you beat me? Let's see if you can get the answer to 83 before I can.
Look at your answer. Look at the answer. Answer.
How do you not have like a...
What I'm telling you.
You know how he got me. He looked at B and D and he was like, hey, no, those look exactly alike. Most of the answers are 4 in the denominator.
It's because
That's exactly what he did. He thought it was pretty. Look at the answer choices. Oh, you can't see him. Okay, so Seth said
big body.
4, 4, 4, 2, not the 2. He said, which one looks like the 2? B. Done. Sadly, he's right. Is that annoying? Yes.
It's a bucket.
Okay, so negative B plus or minus square root 4 A C over 2A. I get 5 plus or minus 25 minus 8 over 2. It really is 5 plus or minus 17 over 2. Square root of 17 over 2. Okay. No offense to you, my patience with you is done anyway. So we're going to call it stops right there on 83. That means we've got to do 10 problems tomorrow. That's it. 10. I call your name to see your test from yesterday.
Terry got a perfect score.
Tell the son.